What if social media was good? I'm trying to make one that is. In the era of June 2025, I had a revelation. YouTube sucks. Like seriously, this platform is not a social platform, it's an optimization engine designed to hold attention. And I'll prove it with one example. I noticed that the longer I spent on the app, the more ads I'd get. I didn't think much of it until I looked into it, and guess what? YouTube gives you more ads the longer you spend on the app. They have a whole algorithm to determine how much they can push you before you leave the site. And that pissed me off. Naturally, I installed Firefox with uBlock Origin to block ads. YouTube can choke on a chode, but that didn't solve the underlying issue. YouTube has been getting worse and worse over time, yet people continue to use it. There's even a term someone made to describe this phenomenon, shitification. People are fed up with YouTube, but they also can't stop using it. And the reason is pretty clear. They have no competition. As you might suspect, building a platform with millions of users who can freely upload as much content as they want is, well, it's not easy. YouTube was actually running on a loss for years before they ramped up the monetization. You can't just make YouTube 2.0 and expect it to be sustainable. But let's return to my bedroom 8 months ago. I had practically zero coding experience, but I wanted to build my own video website. What? So I did. I pasted some code to have a web page that hosts a video, and well, that was easy. This gave me my first bit of hope. I kept designing the site, adding things like users, comments, and themes in just a few weeks. Maybe YouTube 2.0 is right around the corner, in the hands of this wonderful laptop. Not so fast. I had this sophisticated framework, sure, but it was missing one thing: users. Social media platforms work because they have people, you know? Nobody wants to upload content on a site nobody uses, and nobody wants to use a site that has no content. It's the chicken-egg problem. And as I thought about this, I almost lost all hope. Maybe YouTube will continue to screw over its users and creators, and will be forced to take it like an abused dog. I'll just use uBlock Origin, but what about the people? And importantly, what about the creators? YouTube incentivizes creators to upload literal slop because it gets the most viewers. This slop content fills the site, which worsens the experience for everyone. No. 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 I couldn't give up. There is a huge vacuum in social media right now. Nobody will make a new social media, but everyone wants one. Maybe it's impossible to make a platform that changes the game. But what if we didn't make a new social media? What if we made a game? A game is fun by itself. You don't need a bunch of players for it to be enjoyable. Games rely less on networking effects than social media. A game with 10 users should be just as fun as a game with 10,000. Bingo. That's the mission statement. Put that on a plaque. How did I turn a social media platform into a game? I used the one thing every game implements to compensate for the lack of a game: a focus tree. Typically, focus trees let you do anything from strengthening your character to learning skills to invading Czechoslovakia. Before we get to the focus tree, though, you need a way to progress. My website uses currency, and you gain that currency from basically anything you can think of. Uploading videos, commenting on videos, getting good ratings, watching content,
Bill Clinton invented sex,
and much more. Okay, the progression mechanism is done. Now we need the actual features. Throughout development, a core tension I ran into was making sure the tree doesn't feel restrictive. Like, I'm not gonna lock comments behind the focus tree. That's a core feature, and blocking it behind a progression wall, that just feels cheap. So, how do you start the focus tree? The first focus is the ability to upload. Wait. I know this looks like it contradicts what I just said, but don't worry. Upload access is a tutorial feature. The moment you create your account, you go through an onboarding process and unlock uploads. With that one exception, nothing else in the focus tree is a core feature. Well, unless you count profile pictures and direct messaging as core features, that's a valid point, but I don't. Besides, they're some of the first features in the tree. The further down the tree you go, the more obscure the features become. I know you probably want to see some examples of focus features, so enjoy this short compilation. GIF thumbnails. Upload a thumbnail as a GIF. Star rating. Rate videos of 7 stars because 7 stars is objectively better than 5. Scrolling comments. There's this niche Japanese site called Nico Nico, and they have a cool scrolling comments feature. Now you can use it on my platform. Ghost Shooter. It's a game inside a website. Whoa. Green theme. Hey, this looks kind of familiar. Theme shop. Make and sell your own themes. Profile stickers. Upload any image you want and place it on your profile. Profile music. Upload any audio you want to play on your profile.
Adrian, explain our friend group.
Visit counters. Web 1.0 returned, and your profile now has a visit counter. Cursor trails. Yeah, this one's what you expect. Pong mode. Having fun with those scrolling comments? Type Pong while they're enabled, and boom, you get play Pong. Finally, eyes. They won't stop watching me. There are many more to discover, but I don't want to make this video a complete overview. That would be fun though. As of today, the focus tree has over 50 unlockables. By participating on the website, you can earn these new features one at a time. Modern social media turns interaction into a metric. I turned it into a game. That's not all. My platform also has unlockable badges. YouTube has badges, but the ones on my site are different because they're actually good. There's also a Hall of Fame. Ooh, what's that? See, when you upload a video to the site, it has a built-in lifespan. It lasts a week before getting on the chopping block. Do not fret though, because your content survives longer if it gets more views. And if you really don't want it to get deleted, you can revive it, but that costs money. However, a very small fraction of videos are selected for the most sacred area on the site, the Hall of Fame. Once a day, you can vote to save any video you want. Every week, the video with the most votes enters the Hall of Fame, where it can be seen by everyone, forever. I think this system is pretty neat, but if you have other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm open to changing it if you guys don't like it. Wait, what should I call this site? Well, my channel's name is Parker, and my platform is like a whole universe. Is this like a Parkerverse?
Say that again?
Yes, that's how I selected the name. I almost called it Parker Hub, but then I'd be competing with another P-Hub, so let's just stick to Parkerverse. And Parkerverse.com was bought by some loser, so we have to stick to Parkerverse.net for now. There's so much more I didn't cover in this video. Would you believe me if I told you there was an entire community system? If you're interested in finding out more, go to Parkerverse.net and look around. But regardless of your interest, I give you one task. Upload a video on Parkerverse about, your favorite YouTube rewind. I'll give you 50 currency if you do it. Whether you do that or not, like and subscribe so I can be the next president, and I will ban YouTube.